All right, final review of the year. As far as for a whole standard, this is a review of molecular biology and healthy living. We're going to talk about photosynthesis, cellular respiration, how all energy comes from the sun, how nutrients are used during metabolism, how vitamins and minerals help organisms perform metabolism. So first, we have the cycle, it seems here. The sun comes, brings energy in plants to the chloroplast. This allows photosynthesis to happen only when carbon dioxide and water are present. Carbon dioxide from the air, water through the roots comes to create photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, the products of it are glucose and oxygen. Glucose and oxygen go to all the cells, both plant and animal cells, and undergo cellular respiration. That's when the glucose is oxidized. Oxidation, remember, is just being added oxygen to something. Combustion only takes place during the presence of oxygen. So does glucose combust in the mitochondria. This allows the energy to be transferred, converted into what we call ATP. That transfers energy to the organelles. The organelles are able to do all these cell processes. Any unused energy is lost or transferred as heat. Okay. And then when the mitochondria does this transfer that gives off energy, the waste products are carbon dioxide and water. And then we say carbon dioxide and water are needed by the chloroplast to undergo photosynthesis in the presence of the sun, and the cycle continues. Okay. Photosynthesis only occurs in plants and algae. And just remember in your mind that phytoplankton is a plant in the ocean that undergoes more photosynthesis than anything else since there's more ocean. But just think about that. Plankton is not an animal. Phytoplankton is plants. That's like algae. Absorb solar energy from the sun inside chloroplast. Photosynthesis can only happen when carbon dioxide and water are present and is combined into glucose. Storing solar energy in glucose. It uses energy in plants and stored or used as plant structures. Okay. Now, oxidation, combustion, and burning energy. Chemical changes require adding oxygen to compounds to break them apart. Oxidation reactions that release energy are combustion reactions called burning. Releasing energy in cells from glucose is cellular respiration. Happens in every cell. Cellular respiration, all eukaryotic cells, plants, animals, protists, fungus, absorb glucose into cells. Glucose is broken apart to release energy. Released energy is transferred into ATP. ATP is used to power cell functions like a battery, then recharged through cellular respiration and more. What organelle has cellular respiration happen inside of it? That is the mitochondria. Okay. What nutrient and chemical are required for cellular respiration? Cellular respiration must have oxygen from respiratory system and glucose from digestive system as far as animals go. Both of these things are products of photosynthesis. What chemical is energy transferred into? Transferred into ATP. Okay. Which organelle has photosynthesis inside of it? That's the chloroplast. Chloro being green. Those plants are green. What three things are required? You must have water, you must have carbon dioxide, and you must have sunlight. Right. What chemical is solar energy transferred into? It's transferred into glucose. All right. Let's look at metabolism. This is a much understood idea here. Total metabolism is all the chemical reactions that keep you alive. This is everything your body does to keep you alive. It includes all these we'll talk about in a minute. Physical activities, all the movements you do, digestion of the food that you eat. All of that is your total metabolism. Okay. The basal metabolic rate is the basic things that your body does to remain alive if you never moved out of the bed and just slept and laid there all day long. Your heartbeat, breathing, brain function, cell life, other basic life functions that are going on, things your body does to stay alive, is your basal metabolic rate. Total metabolic rate is all of that stuff together. Metabolism, what does it require? You have to have food or nutrients to make it happen, and chemicals such as vitamins and minerals to function. Okay? So, nutrients in food contain stored energy, which is measured in calories, proteins in your food. That's from meat, dried beans, peanut butter, and fun stuff like that, tofu. They're made of amino acids, and they do things inside cells. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Lipids are fats, oils, and waxes. They can connect tissue and store energy for later, like to hump up a camel. Yeah. Carbohydrate are simple sugars like glucose and are the body's energy source. So all three types needed, regardless of any no-carb diet you hear about. Proteins, lipids, and fats are all necessary for metabolism to work properly. Now, these items on the left do not have calories, do not give energy, but they need to be in place to have an effective metabolism. Vitamin C boosts the immune system. A lot of people try to take more during cold and flu season to try to fight off things. Vitamin D comes from the sunshine, also added to most milk. It allows calcium to bind to bones because calcium is needed in the bones. Vitamin D helps it bind to bones. Iron helps red blood cells hold oxygen. That's the purpose of red blood cells, to carry oxygen. Iron helps these cells do that. Okay. Sodium and potassium in group 1 on the periodic table send nerve signals and allow nutrients to be absorbed into the cells. So these vitamins and minerals do not give us calories, but they do need to be present in order for the body systems to work properly. All right. What increases metabolism? If you have more muscle mass, if you're larger or taller, boys generally, because they're bigger than girls on general, physical activity increases metabolism. A healthy diet increases metabolism. What decreases metabolism? Increased age or thyroid malfunction. Thyroid is what is kind of a stabilizer for your metabolism. Either way, either increased or decreased metabolism, genetics, you can be predisposed to be more or less active metabolism because of your family. Environmental factors, if it's very hot or cold, be more active, and if it's in the middle, it's less active. Okay? All right. Look at a couple of problems. So notice the basal metabolic rate is about 55 to 65% of all the energy your body burns for this is just the things that keep you alive. The other 35 to 45% are for physical activity and energy movement. Okay. Kyle's becoming a teenager and his lifestyle has started to change. He joined the middle school basketball team, suddenly eating more and burning more energy ever did before. He's gotten older, he's gotten taller, and his body composition started to change. How has Kyle's metabolism changed with age? Okay. Well, it says if he got more muscle mass, we hope he's gotten stronger playing basketball and taller. So his metabolism has increased. Why would changes in the body such as puberty affect one's metabolism? Puberty is having the body do a lot of different things to make lots of different changes that it hasn't done before. So that possibly increase metabolism. Two fraternal twins, John and Sarah, grow older. Their mothers start to notice John needs more food than Sarah. Twins have the same genes. Why, as they get older, John seems to need more food than Sarah? What does it mean? Well, here it says that boys are typically bigger than girls. And if that's the case, John would need to have more food to be physically active, to have a healthy diet. So that would it seem to be. Not 100% true. Okay. Good luck. Review all this stuff. You're going to be amazing on this EOG.